Cool. What's up, James? So just a quick recap of what I talked about so far. Safety first, obviously. Your power button is right down here. Your control buttons are on here. They are also, yeah, they're on the arm back here. And you can control everything in zero gravity mode by holding these two buttons at the same time and swinging it however you want. And if you at all need to stop it immediately, e-stop is right here. Always make a note of that before you send like a program or a command to it. Obviously, we don't want it like bumping into the real sense or any other like expensive equipment by mistake. So that's just safety real quick. The UI on the actual robot here, this is while it's in Terra mode. So all you have is like your list of like programs that you can choose from. Right now it's really just showing one, but you have just a back button, you have your menu button, and you have just like this selector scroll wheel / enter button that you can press down on. So you just have like running a program, saving one, jogging the arm, giving the desktop computer remote access to like actually like let this run your programs. And then you just have like system where you can go in and like calibrate the robot or reboot or shut down. I don't know what these are for. You're not going to want to worry about them. I don't worry about them. This one, if you hold down on it, it just returns to that random position. So that's all that.
PlayStation.
Yeah. something PlayStation. Okay, that's basically where we left off. So this is in Terra Studio. Again, like I said before, so this cheat sheet that I made, it's almost done, and I will send it to you guys via email when I finish it, and I'll also just extract it as a PDF and like post it on the desktop here for you guys' reference. But also just gonna use this to like walk us through how to use Sawyer in like both modes. For Terra Studio, you basically just go into a browser and you open up the IP address of the robot, which is like right, it's going to be like linked for you guys right here. You can also probably just do like an IF config or something in your command prompt. So this is the left side. You have like your building block, like drag and drop based like programming scheme, and on the right hand side you have like your visualization of the robot's state. You can see there like that shows like the position and orientation of the end effector, and the entire like model of the robot will move in real time. You can, but like it'll move in real time as you move the robot, and vice versa. So you have tool center point. You can like change that manually too if you want to. As soon as you try to change something, yeah, it'll ask to request control of the robot from this computer. You hit OK here, and then on the robot itself, you make sure grant is highlighted and you select it there. Should be able to move in the X direction slowly but surely. You can change the degrees of rotation, all that fun stuff directly from there. Or if you want to just make a simple executable, we'll do that real quick as well. So I'll hit File New. No, I don't want to save that one. I would do basic task most likely for your guys' projects. This RPS task, I think you need to like use April tags and like landmarks and stuff to like perform initialization before you can run your actual program, and you guys are not going to want to do that right now. So just run a basic task. And then you still do have an initialize area if you want to put anything there, or you can just have like a loop and goes from 1 to infinity, or you can like edit it to go like a certain number of times whatever you want. We have all these different blocks to choose from. Move to a position, set variables to different values, weight, there's like loops, vision because there's like that onboard camera on the arm, catch errors, patterns, all that kind of fun stuff. For now, I'll just do like a quick I want to move in a loop continuously between 2 points. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Move to, you just double click on these, do an arm pose, add it right there. So what that did was just like set the arm pose recorded as like wherever it is like right now. So, and it's like represented by this new coordinate system, I guess that it shows here, like this new frame. And then if I want to and you do that, or you could have moved it from the tool center point stuff by like typing in values. If you like know exactly where you want it to be in the space, you can do that as well. But then again, just add arm pose. Ooh, it has 2 of those. That's so just a simple example. And then if we run it,
Interesting. We're a lot better in the translation here.
Should just go between the two.
Back down.
Oh, there you go. Of course.
now you would ask me, how do you stop it? I have no idea. No, I do. Okay, it's right there. Cool.
Big red button.
Yeah, big red button. Oh yeah, or that one. Yeah, true. Not that big red button, but if you would really need to, sure.
Can you change the speed?
Yes. Hold on. I never use this mode because like you don't use ROS with this mode, but like I know that is an option.
There's probably also good
Yeah.
good Intera documentation out there too. Oh,
There
nice.
is. Yeah, you have presets for your speed as well. I don't know what advanced is, but it was
Advanced
on.
probably gives you more menus.
Yeah, I don't want to do it that. But yeah, you can like you have like motion speed presets. You can also even do. This is just like using like an IK solver right now or something. So this is in like joint move motion. But if you want to do like a linear one, where like the endpoint literally just moves exactly linearly, like I think you guys learned about this like in advanced, like right now or something. Yeah, like the linear path planning, you can make it do that too. So yeah. Any other questions before I move on? Cool. What's up? Ross, yeah, Ross time. Okay, now we're gonna go over how to get between your 2 operation modes. So I'm just gonna power it off. Fun thing about Intera mode at least is you can actually just power it off from this menu. System. Power. No, I don't want to save my bad program. And we can either shut down or reboot, I don't care.
That won't take very long.
Cool. You have to wait like a total of 5 seconds according to the documentation, but I don't care. Start turning it on again here. And in order to make sure it doesn't start again in the same mode as it did before, we are going to spam Control F on this keyboard. Very, very professional way of doing things. But I'll show you guys when.
0.5 zoom time. Catch it all.
One from there, and I'll
Basically, as soon as the face shows up, but like the eyes are closed, you just kind of want to hold Control F. Yeah. You're going to want to hold it, and it's going to take a while. This thing always takes a long time to boot up, regardless of what mode you're putting it in. But eventually, we'll see like a menu for booting it into the other mode. But yeah, that Intero mode is like better, just better for like simple like scripts that you can like put together. Yeah, pick and place stuff that like people would actually use in the industry. But if you want to like do research with it, do novel shit with it, you're gonna want to have it in this other mode for us. So yay, the menu came up. You don't really have to worry about anything except for down here, these 2 buttons. So again, like I'm just navigating with the arrow keys and enter. That's all you need to do for here. You change next boot in. You can choose between Intera, SDK, and I don't know, FSM I think is for like people to do maintenance or something. You don't need to worry about that. It was in Intera mode before, so now we're going to go to SDK mode, which is what you use for controlling it with ROS. You agree to the terms and conditions that you're not able to view on this thing anyway, and then you hit reboot. Yes, I really want to reboot. Now you don't have to do anything, you just let it boot into the right mode. I think it will actually boot into whatever it last used. So if the last person used SDK mode, it'll automatically, I think, boot into SDK mode, which I'm sure you guys are probably going to be all using anyway. And so will I. So. In the meantime, I guess we will run through getting like your workspace set up and everything. So SDK mode. Let's do any one of these. Yeah, okay. So I made a new, this is the main like home folder. Okay, let's say you want to start working on your project. You want to obviously, you know, it's similar stuff from like your previous project. So just gonna like run through this, but
Translation is really good.
like make a new workspace. I have all that stuff here, and then so that's all the same. So I'm just gonna create a workspace called example workspace. and then go into the source, and then you're gonna want to run these few commands to like just git clone in all of the SDK like info that you guys need to be able to like run this. Yeah. It's like all this W stools and like git clone stuff. Cool. Now if I run an LS, you should see that you have like all this Intera and Sawyer robot like source files from there. I'll capture like cool. Now you have your build and devel as well. I'm going to copy this other config file specifically for Sawyer to the home directory of my project. Put it right here. Cool. And then I'm gonna edit. Oops. And then I'm gonna edit the sh file. So this is another config file to be able to like set up your Ethernet connection with Sawyer. So over here, you just like want to specify its host name. That's going to be its IP address. You do your IP address. You can get both of these from ifconfig, but I also put them directly here, you guys. Please don't change the IP of either thing. I will be mad or sad or both. And Ross Kinetic is correct. That's good. It's already filled out for you guys there. So you just save that and you can exit out of there. What's up?
Good old kinetic.
Oh.
I thought this was noetic.
Let me get my problem.
Solved.
We're no longer an issue.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
We solved
no.
that problem.
I should also just mention like I think this this has Kinetic on it because this is running Ubuntu 16.04, I believe. Not 18, not 20. But it does support, I think it has Python 2 and 3 on here. Yeah, this has Python 2.7, which is a stable version, I know. And then I think it also, it has Python 3.5, which is kind of old. It's not 3.7, but like it should work fine for whatever you want to do for your project, I'm assuming. So yeah, if you're gonna like run a Python script directly like that way, you're probably gonna want to do it in Python with the Python 3 command. But anyway, okay. So now we're gonna connect to the Sawyer robot, and assuming you finished booting up. Yeah, it did. Once you see that Sawyer SDK stuff on the screen, it's booted up. So we are going to first like source, same way you do in pretty much any other advanced or any other robotics project at the school. Yeah, it's like .bash. The only difference now is now you're also going to run that sh file, like the config file as well. That command, and you'll see like now you're kind of like running all commands like with respect to like the Sawyer robot's IP. Now you can do like a ROS run. I'm gonna just run like an example that they kind of put in to like all of the stuff you downloaded from GitHub. Where is it? Example workspace. All of this stuff like that you got from GitHub. You can go to SDK and then examples, scripts, and like this is like all stuff that they kind of give to you ahead of time. You can like use these as like examples to like make your own Python scripts later if you want.
Is there a tools, like in Terra tools, like Baxter had tuck arms, enable, disable, all that?
Yeah, this does have an enable. Did I write enable in here? I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so-
Interface, okay.
So we do that. Obviously there's no, there isn't really like a tuck arm or anything, because it's just one arm, but. Tuck. Do that, robot enable, DA. Now we can actually run one of these examples. This one lets you just control each of the joints. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Press question mark for help. That gives you your mapping. If you guys want, you can do it. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a lot of fun stuff. It's a good, easy way to check that everything's working. Yay, writing and running your first script. Okay, so let's say you have your workspace set up and you can run the examples. Now, for your actual project, I'm going to go into source. And each of these is its own package. In Terra Common and Terra SDK and Sawyer Robot are all their own packages within your workspace. Like that's how Catkin make ran everything. Now you're going to want to make your own package. So you might remember that from one of your old classes from robotics. Just copy that in here. Create package, my project. Don't forget your dependencies like std messages, ROSPy, ROSCPP if you plan on using that as well. Cool, create a package. Now I'm gonna run that catkin make, so it's also in like the devel and build folders. And then I'm going to go into my new project folder, and it will already have a source folder there if you want to